this border.
Then join the political world and qualify for one.
You are not
But
English.
I will not waste my own.
You are not English. You are a foreigner like this man. You have a big nose. You have a big nose.
Taking a shortcut.
I know English women have a small nose.
Fulfill in the real world.
You are not English, Diane, because you have a big nose.
They're not voting, they're all bastards. Shut up.
Politics is finished.
No, woman is
Religion
finished.
is finished. Money is finished.
No.
Because mankind, as he is finished.
Money is finished. I use a voucher.
Fulfilling the purpose for which he was put on this earth, which was to cherish and nourish Mother Earth, who in her own part would feed us and give us what we needed to sustain us in life, while we continued to experience life for ourselves, to go into the spiritual realm.
Diane, I need a PlayStation 3 for Mother Earth. My son needs Xbox.
Most people should have a price on their forehead because their lives are about materialistic things.
Too late.
And as we say
Keep
in
your
this country,
question for next
you
week.
can't take it with you when you go. So ask yourself, what are you wearing yourself out for? What are you bringing yourself
I'm
into
wearing
darkness
nothing
for?
under my
Are you
trousers.
dishonoring not just yourself, but the whole of the human race? What for? Something you can't take with you.
She said, why are you
It can be
wearing?
taken from you just like that. It's not by death, as we call it, or by loss, or any situation that is not ordained
They
by
can't
us.
rob us when we die.
That is why religion is finished.
It's not
religion
finished
says
yet.
there's a good God and there's a devil fighting.
You're finished. You have no big belly.
Rubbish.
David Cameron.
There's only one creator.
If you don't like it,
The
leave.
power of darkness to do what they do in order to challenge us. What we will do with that
Come very
reality
close.
in this
She
world.
can't see you. Come closer.
And following the light is not going to church or reading the Bible. It's standing up for truth, justice, courage, true manhood, true womanhood, past, present, future, and the knowledge that it's all for an eternal purpose. Mankind has become so small.
Oh, that lady is taking you seriously. She just clapped.
Then leave her alone.
What are you clumping for?
Mind your own business.
What are you clumping for? She don't like you. Take your scarf off and go back home.
You are wearing trousers.
Yes.
She doesn't like
Why
women who wear trousers.
are you wearing trousers and have a scarf?
She can have her opinion.
What you must understand.
Why are you wearing trousers and having scarf? It's against Islam.
Wearing trousers as well.
What you need to understand.
She called you are not a woman if you're wearing trousers.
Serving are not passive. They are not out to let the light and goodness win. They are out to use any means possible, lying, murdering, cheating, destruction, in order to
I made the chicken yesterday and I eat it.
But believe me, they'll take as many down with them when they go. And when you are greedy and materialistic, selfish, and refuse to listen and use the faculties you've been given as a human being, then you are serving the darkness and you are losing sight. And it doesn't matter how few there are.
I don't need her. I don't need
Nice people.
Yeah.
Can you tell Are you telling them how
I've really got the dross today, haven't I?
How come you have no ladder and you're taller than her?
Yes. So Diane, who have you insulted today?
He didn't start yet.
Was it something I said?
She doesn't like tall people. You were very rude.
Excuse me, you need a small ladder.
When you ask me questions on the whole park here, I think I'm taking into the fact that you're not interested in my well-being.
Oh, I am. We look look forward to you, Diane.
Who's the we? You're on
Royal.
Shut your mouth and listen.
Royal.
You prove you're a we.
Are you on a box? Can you sit down a bit?
Diane, the next British Prime Minister.
Politics is finished.
No,
It just started.
Nick Clegg would
I
disagree with you on that.
know. What, a Russian who can't handle living in Russia?
Nick
I don't
Clegg is
think-
Russian.
Yeah, of course he is. His father's a Russian banker.
is that right, Diana?
Why do you think he's so European, gung-ho? He wants to wipe out the nation so he can fit in
Well, he's
wherever
married
he
to a
wants.
Spaniard.
Of course he is. It's the walking United Nations. Only because of his own insecurity. Look, you can send people to Eton, Oxford or anything. You can't change their race. They can come out with a nice accent. If they've got
You
white
can
skin, they
change
might fool a
anything.
lot of people. But you can't
turn it
take their
around.
racial identity and their background from them.
On that
That's
basis-
why they keep it quiet.
On that basis, Diane, was Winston Churchill American or English?
You are who your father is.
Are you father, not your mother?
No.
Do you know the answer to that question for your case?
I know that he would. To my question.
Yes.
That might be.
Do you know who your father was?
If I wasn't English, I wouldn't be here. I respect
No, you are not
race.
English. You're not
I am
sounding
not
English.
outside rules.
Why is
I
it
am within
English?
rules.
Why is that
There's
bloke got a
nothing I can
satellite
say to you
dish in
that
his
doesn't
hand?
apply to me too. I told you
That's
we're
the
all
Iranian
here
press.
at the
Look, the
same
English
time.
are here.
What's that
There's
satellite?
no us and them.
It's
There's
connected
no
to
I
satellite
and
now.
you.
You realise 10 years
Look
ago
at her
this
now.
guy couldn't take a photograph of you because in those days we used old film techniques and Kodak don't do obscenity.
Kodak doesn't exist anymore.
Take your toys, are you? And show what dummies.
What are you doing, man?
This man's Italian, he wants you
You
to
know
know
why
that.
earlier generations will look down on you and
This man says he finds you
They didn't
attractive.
have the toys, the gadgets. They didn't sit at their desk and see across the world. They actually had to deal with life, looking at somebody and interacting with
There you are,
somebody.
you got
They
your...
couldn't get on an aeroplane. They couldn't
How
even
you
get on
take
a
so
ship.
long
They
photos?
couldn't get on a train. They had to deal with life. End of story. And this is why people of today
Berlusconi
Are you-
is
are not in a
recruiting.
position
Look at
to
you.
judge
You are not
those
professional,
who
man.
have
You
lived
don't know your
life on a
president.
much
It's only
tougher
tic-tac.
basis. How many of you go out with your mobile?
It's only
without
tic-tac.
your credit
I
card?
have no
without
mobile
something
phone.
to link you with somebody somewhere else.
What's wrong with
That is
that?
not independence. That is delusion.
What's
No,
wrong with
it
you having a
isn't.
mobile?
Before these things were, when people went out, they went out on their own. Life was an adventure. And that is what life is meant to be. Life was meant to be an adventure. Stepping into
You're
the
just
unknown.
angry because you missed out on the whole of the women in the 60s.
Anyway,
That's the case. You really wanted to be a groovy chick in the 60s and you missed out. That was the point.
Why are English people so racist?
How dare you? We invented it.
These are not English as a whole.
Here we go. And what do you base that on, please, Diane?
Oh, well, all of you people are telling me
Because
the
you're too tall,
accent.
that's
You're English.
I see. So my plummy accent makes me a mongrel.
No, the way you use it is what makes you a mongrel.
I see. So how should I use it?
because you look like Shaquille O'Neal.
I see. So how would you know? So the people who've got plummy voices but keep their mouth shut are not mongrels.
I'm talking about Speaker's Corner. I'm not talking about anywhere else.
I see.
I've
So
already
so
told you.
elsewhere I'm not a mongrel.
I've already told
Only here I'm a mongrel.
It's me that's giving you the identity. How can I do it?
The label, not identity, label.
Do you know anything about life? I can only,
He's
I can
correcting her
only
English.
give an impression of something I have experienced. I don't know anything about you anywhere else. I'm talking about when you're here.
So you're calling me a mongrel based on what you know here?
I am basing it on the fact that most
The
of you...
fact.
Diane, he was on TV with Sir Alan Sugar. Where were you?
Well,
Matthew?
he's Polish.
No, he's Jewish.
Yeah, he's also Polish.
No, switch the wires to be like
Yes.
this.
I did.
Jewish refugee from Poland. Yes. Yeah, because he reckons his family, if you read his autobiography,
Matthew,
he
you're
reckons
fired.
his family name was Zuckerman, which is
Zuckerman, Sugarman. Yiddish.
That's what
Sugarman.
Have you any idea how many foreigners
is
are in government
Zuckerman.
everywhere? They just don't give themselves an English name.
Yeah, yes.
The Queen is a foreigner. She's German.
Zuckerman is a backside.
Zuckerman is not sugar, man.
Could you tell us who was the
Zuckerman.
last English man?
Zuckerman.
Is a backside.
Zuckerman.
Zuckerman is a back.
Zipperman.
Eggheads.
Oh, now we know what you watch. watch BBC Two in the afternoon. You have a little bit of R&R. You put your legs up. And you sit around and watch.
Even you're laughing. Even you're laughing.
No.
She puts her leg up.
I'm laughing at the little mind that immediately transfers.
Well, I'm not the one who's watching daytime TV. I mean,
It's 6 o'clock daytime.
I don't know what time it's on. I don't know. I assumed it's on the afternoon.
Yeah, don't have a cheap joke when you don't even know the facts of it.
Well, okay, fine. So you watch afternoon, late evening TV, whatever you want to call
Do
it.
you watch porn TV? You know.
Were you ever on Babe Station?
Were you on Baywatch? Were you on UK Sex?
Unlike most of morons today,
you watch
I
Judge
believe
Judy.
in improving my
I mean,
life. And no matter what age I am,
You're dressed in
I
red.
am interested
Oh,
in
Bob
facts.
Sponge, Bob
Is
Sponge.
it,
I don't
Yeah.
live
is
by
it
them.
true that you tried to have sex on TV but you fell off?
Is that is that a sexual
See
position?
what I mean? You can talk as a posh accent as you like, but if your mind's a
Yes,
sewer,
sir.
that's who
You
you
got
are.
a sewer
It
man.
was a good comical joke there.
Only to the
Do
sewer
you
rats like
know that most
Only to the
vicars?
sewer
Do you
rats
know
like
that most vicars are
Remember,
against
you
sex
are your
before
words.
marriage because it tends to hold up the ceremony?
He's
Well, you know the conclusion I've come to about men who talk about sex.
they're puffs.
What do you know about men who talk about sex?
Because they're so inadequate, they have to talk about it.
Oh, I see.
So whereas you don't talk about it, so we can assume that you are full of abundance of sex, are you?
I think I used the term men.
Yes, okay. I'm just asking if it's the reverse for you.
No, you're just echoing what I've said
Well, I'm
again.
just, so
Does it turn you
what,
on?
What do we conclude about your interest in sex then? From that, from
Sussex.
your analysis of me,
Middlesex.
what can we conclude about you?
Look, you addressed the subject.
Yes,
I
it was about
responded-
sex.
I
and
responded.
you're talking.
I have no intention of going down to your sewer level.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else
Oh, you thought you was gonna get one for nothing.
So how do you know
No
the sewer
chance.
level?
Well, it's called having standards. It's about seeking cleanliness of mind, heart, and purity of ways and life.
Are you
You're
the
just
That
saying
is
what
what we
Ian
come from.
Paisley
We
says
come
to
from a
die.
place of perfection.
Are you the Iron
And there is
Lady?
nothing wrong. And that is why we are here, in order to
Can we
make
have that
sure
white man
that
have a
we
good-
will experience it not just temporarily, but permanently. And we have to go through the test by coming here where the darkness exists, and we
The
have to be
darkness
challenged.
exists.
Dan, what is your view
The
on
darkness
gays?
is a dirty mind, a dirty mouth. A frivolous
And you
view
come
of
here
life,
willingly
a frivolous
because there
view
is
of
this
people,
dark-
a frivolous view of people.
Why do you come to somewhere where there is this darkness of dirty minds?
Because one of the main reasons the world is so dark is that too many people who seek to carry the light are running and hiding away from the dark because they don't want to be
How do you
sullied.
hide away from the dark?
When you-
Holding lights.
Why do you think religious people are in their churches, in their synagogues?
Because
And
that's
they
that
creep in
main
their
place of
roof?
worship. I mean, it might be a bit of a
No, it's
shock.
because it's their togetherness against the world
And the
where
light-
people are dark.
And the light is on you.
It is a safety net.
It's a safety net.
The challenge of subduing and conquering the darkness is taking your lights into the darkness and making it scatter.
Dan, do you think all foreigners should go back
Because
home?
hiding in
Yeah,
buildings
we are home.
is a sign of darkness.
We are home.
Because only the darkness hides. Only the darkness hides.
So this is
And
just
that is why when you take your light, very fact you're speaking about
No,
the
no, I have no
darkness
darkness.
is now
I keep my light
making
on
the
at home.
darkness face the light.
make the darkness face the light. Well, that's wonderful. Now, have you got any other
I can only
wonderful
say,
tricks?
if you know what I'm talking about, then you have got
If you're
light
trying to pick your
already
nose, you miss by 5
development
inches.
and strength.
I have no light. I have no
Don't
light.
let the darkness put it out. Which I mean, you need to
looks like something
recognize that the more company
What
you keep
about
with
the black
darkness,
people? What
the more
about
your
black
light
people?
will be put out.
Do you think any
What about the black people? Now you become more racist.
What about black people?
God created the race.